What's up, y'all? Capone Town Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. So it is week 4 now of the 1.5 year anniversary. We just got into a new content drop, and we did get a new banner, and it is the final banner of this event, and it is Angeal this time. So Angeal has the Garb of Worthy. This aesthetic I think actually looks pretty cool on Angeal. Big fan of how this all looks. See, I like the little Odin horns, the crop top, and the pants with the skirt and kind of like a cape. I think it all looks pretty cool. I think it's definitely his best aesthetic so far. And he has this awesome looking sword. This sword looks amazing. So yeah, actually like this aesthetic. Anyway, Garb of Worthy. It has Reprieve. Reprieve is amazing. Pretty much gives you an extra life after you get knocked out. Yeah, really cool. And then Crown of Worthy, something kind of brand new to the game. So when granting physical defense up, max potency tier +1 only affects the max tier. So essentially, this allows you to take a weapon that does high potency as its max effect, and it takes it to very high. So for example, here Angeal does have a physical defense weapon, physical defense up all allies weapon. His Stalwart Integrity, it goes high to high, but now I believe, to my understanding, it now goes high to very high, right? Or extra high, right? So it goes 3 tiers up at OB6, and then if you cast it again, it goes the 4 tiers up. I think that's how it works, right? I don't think it's one cast and you automatically go to 4 tiers. I believe it's just, it only affects the max tier, right? So it would go 3 to 4 now. So 2 casts for like Stalwart Integrity would get you 4 notches up on defense up. And the difference in that is you get 80% boost to your physical defense at tier 3. Tier 4, you get 110%. So it is a pretty significant boost from going from physical defense 3 to physical defense 4. So actually really cool. I actually really like this costume. Very good for Angeal. Reprieve and this at the same time. I like it a lot. So, all right. Greatsword of the Worthy. This one is interesting. So, physical defense is increased mid. All allies maxes out at mid. Also, magic defense is increased low to mid. Why is it low to mid? Okay. So, and you get a magic heal, 5%. It's insignificant. And then you get, this is interesting. So, when HP is 70% or less, Veil is applied AOE. So this is our first Veil AOE weapon, but it's based on a condition that's kind of wonky. I kind of don't like it. You have to be purposely under 70% HP. I wish this was 70% HP or more, or just don't have this stupid condition at all, but it's interesting. An AOE Veil is, accessible in the game now, though. And it's only 4% at OB0. OB1, it goes to 5%. And it's still low to mid on the magic defense, mid to mid physical defense, a little bit, 1 more extra % on the magic heal. By the way, our abilities, Boost ATK All Allies, which, again, we've gotten a lot of weapons now with Boost ATK All Allies. I kind of wish this was to tie in with this defensive-oriented weapon. I wish it was like Boost, like Defense All Allies, where you get physical and magic defense, but, that's just me wishing for things that aren't in the game. So Boost ATK All Allies, 32 points, and you get physical defense on the second slot. P attack, Triangle Sigil Boost. Triangle Sigil Boost is kind of interesting because isn't Odin X Sigil? I don't know. Kind of wish this was, I don't know. That's fine. So OB6, it goes mid to high now on the physical defense, mid to high on the magic defense, 7% heal. And the Veil shield goes from 5% to 8%. So 3 extra % on the Veil. Kind of somewhat significant if you can actually, get this to trigger often. 40 and 27 on the R abilities for attack and defense. OB10, physical defense, mid to high still, mid to high, magic defense. And the Veil shield goes from 8% to 10%. 70% HP or less. So this 70% HP or less is the same throughout every single tier of this weapon, OB0, 1, 6, and 10. So that is at least cool that it's consistent. I just still don't like this condition though. I honestly kind of hate it because when you have a tanker like Angeal, he's like designed to not take much damage. Let's say he has like 20,000 HP. You're going to have to make him purposely get down to what? 14,000? Something like that to initiate this all Veil shield. And yeah, it's going to be tricky because then if you have a healer, then you'd have to purposely not heal him so you could keep reactivating this Veil shield, right? It's kind of weird. I hate that it's 70% HP or less. I wish it was more, right? 70% HP or more, but it is what it is. So off the bat about this weapon, on paper, just getting a copy just to have it for Angeal is nice, you know, because he doesn't have any kind of AOE magic defense boosting weapon in his kit. So this would add something to his kit overall. And this having the ability to do an all Veil even at just one copy is still kind of nice. And then the R ability stat stick could be nice for your support or healer or whatnot if you just throw this on the back, so you could get a 7% boost for your Boost ATK All Allies, for 7% for physical and magic attack, as well as this. I kind of like the second R ability being defense, because yeah, if you do make this a stat stick for your support or healer, then they will get a 15% physical defense boost with just one copy of the weapon. So from that perspective, I do kind of like that. But magic defense low to mid, that kind of annoys me. I wish this kind of was just mid to mid also. I mean, let's look at a different weapon here. So when you think of this weapon, I know a lot of y'all probably think of a free weapon. Well, not free, but it's a featured weapon that you can just wishlist and just have it, right? It's a syringe rapier from Matt. Does a lot of the exact same stuff. It does magic defense increase, but this actually starts out mid to mid. Physical defense, you have to be 50% HP or more to access this, but come on, you're going to be 50% HP or more most of the time, so you're most likely going to be able to trigger this mid to mid. And then it also has that small magic heal. So it has this weapon right here, a featured weapon that's pretty old now, has everything that this new Angeal weapon has, but it's just missing that conditional veil. And it's a condition that I absolutely hate. So, and honestly, I kind of like these R abilities maybe better. I mean, HP and buff debuff extension is like perfect for this type of weapon. You know, Angeal having boost attack all allies and defense is nice, but I don't know, man. Yeah, like this weapon, it's a featured weapon. You can wishlist it anytime you want, and it's great for Matt. When you look at this weapon, does this really scream like amazing half anniversary limited weapon? I'm not so sure. For me, it really doesn't. I think it's still solid, but I don't feel like it's something. If you are like a limited crystal player, like if you're a light spender, free to play, I'm not so sure it's worth chasing OB6 to get the most out of this weapon. OB 6 to 10, I really don't think it's worth it. 2% extra Veil shield. Yeah, I mean, I think having a copy is nice just to have it, because you never know when you might need it. I mean, it still is double defense up, which adds something to Angeal's kit overall, and he is one of the best tanks in the game. Tank / support, right? And yeah, I think grabbing a copy with the costume is a pretty solid play. I do really like the costume. So if all you wanted to do was just chase to get to the costume, just clear one page, and maybe hopefully get like OB1 on this weapon, then I think that is kind of worth it. I don't think it's really worth just grabbing a copy of the weapon and bouncing. Well, maybe if you have the weapon parts. If you just have, you know, if you just get like a blue or a purple and then just use your 200 weapon parts to get a 5-star copy, then it could be worth it if you just did one stamp pull. But I think pulling just to the costume is pretty solid, because I do really like this max defense up tier. And like I said, you don't really need OB6 on his new weapon, because he already has Stalwart Integrity, which I'll give you a visual of. Stalwart Integrity. Let's go to Angeal. So this weapon is amazing. At OB6 on this weapon, you're getting physical defense high AOE. Physical attack is increased AOE as well at 70% HP or more. Incredible weapon. And with this costume now, this is going to go from high to max potency extra high. So yeah, even if you don't get his newest weapon to OB6, this weapon will still benefit from that extra high boost from that costume. So that is pretty cool. And Reprieve is just always nice to have on any type of character. At first when I thought, you know, when Barrett got Reprieve or Aerith got Reprieve, I was like, you know, these guys are healers. They typically have higher defense. I'm not sure how beneficial it's going to be, but it has been pretty beneficial in a lot of hard content for even your tanky or healing characters to have Reprieve. You never know when you're going to need it. So I really do like Reprieve. And yeah, if he does get killed by, if Angeal does get killed and Reprieve gets activated, that is an easy way to trigger that AOE Veil, right? So yeah, that is neat from that perspective too. But yeah, that's Angeal. I'm honestly not super crazy about this, but I do like this costume. And I'm not going to pull on this now. It's probably a skip for me for now, but I might come back to this and before it expires, because it doesn't expire till Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So yeah, you got a very long time. You got more than a month to decide if you want to pull on this or not. I think it is kind of worth pulling a page just to get the costume and like OB1 on the weapon, right? That's just my opinion. This is something I probably would never chase the OB6 with my limited crystals and whatnot. So yeah, let me know what y'all decide to do on this, how y'all think about what y'all think about Angeal's weapon and whatnot. As the anniversary, half anniversary as a whole, I don't think this was like incredible, to be honest. I think Sephiroth honestly is like the best bang for buck banner you could go for in this half anniversary, because exploit weakness is incredible, and then he has the AOE with the fixed damage, combines pretty much two weapons into one. It improves him so much as a character. So I think Sephiroth's banner is probably the best. I do like Vincent's banner from a kind of a cheesing content type of thing. People are cheesing max damage challenges, and you could really cheese non-elemental content right now. But I feel like this is something that's not going to be lasting a long time. I feel like there's going to be a lot more enemies going to be resistant to ice, or, you know, if we have a physical non-elemental guild battle, I think they're going to make this. They're going to have every element be resistant, so this won't be able to cheat a non-elemental guild battle. It's going to have its place in certain events. It's probably going to kick Rufus's ass in this crash, because he's, yeah, you know. And then Tifa, she's just super, super strong. If you are lacking on a Quake DPS, she is just amazing. And honestly, she does really good damage against enemies who aren't weak to Quake. So I really do like Tifa's. If I were to rank it, I'd probably say Sephiroth is the best. Then I probably like Tifa. Then probably Vincent, and then probably Angeal. That's probably my order of things. But everyone's account's different. Everyone could be lacking on certain things and whatnot, and or just like one character more than the other. So it is what it is. For me, I'm probably gonna go back and pull on Sephiroth, probably right now, and yeah, hope we actually get OB6 on this weapon. OB10 would be amazing, but OB6 I'll probably be happy with. Exploit weakness helps his overall kit so much. This expires kind of pretty soon. It's like 2 weeks away now. So yeah, I gotta pull on it now before it goes away. 48k crystals should be enough for 2 pages, you know, hopefully. But yeah, if you are gonna pull on Angeal, Wishlist, like I said, Stalwart Integrity. If you don't have this to OB6, I recommend grabbing this and making it OB6. Incredible weapon for him. And yeah, if you can't get his new weapon to OB6, then getting this to OB6, you'll still get that benefit from his costume of making defense go to extra high. Sequoia Dendron. This is going to be a really great sub weapon for guild battle. So if you care about guild battle, you'll definitely want to grab this for your Yuffie or your Tifa, whatever DPS you're going to be using for that guild battle. This is going to be a great offhand weapon for guild battle as well. For if you get this to OB6, you'll be able to do physical, earth resist is decreased high, so that's really nice. This is going to be a solid weapon too, because you're going to be able to do physical defense high with a Veil shield, so that's going to be nice. And then if you are using Yuffie, Hawkeye, obviously it's our main DPS earth weapon. If you're going to be using Tifa, this could be a good offhand weapon as well if you don't have a strong Sequoia Dendron. So yeah, I think this is a decent wish list. Honestly, Angeal has a lot of offhand weapons that you can wish list to kind of improve his overall kit. Like this one, for example, Gargantuan Monolith. This is great for magic battles. So if an enemy's heavily using magic and you can provoke them, this is going to boost his magic defense, and it has a magic defense R ability with HP, so makes him a huge tank for tough magic battles. And then there's like type 90 longsword. This is pretty much the same thing as Gargantuan, but the physical version, but it doesn't have a physical defense boost. And then type 91, this has been great for like the Odin escalation challenge. 3 ATB diamond sigil break with physical and magic attack decrease mid to high. He has so many good offhand weapons or main hand weapons that just offer some kind of utility. That's why Angeal is a really, really good tank. So much variety in his kit that make him a really solid character. All right, so yeah, I think that covers it as what's going on with the rest of the anniversary. Summon Odin is coming. Okay, I think that literally just popped up. As of April 9th, Odin's going to be added to the summon quest. So yeah, that's awesome. So I assume he's going to be finally going to get a win summon. So that's going to be great for our win teams. Guild Battle 9 is on right now. I did a couple mocks. I pretty much 100%ed stages 1 through 3 with a Tifa, Angeal, and Aerith setup. I ran a stage 6 with that same setup, and my Tifa got obliterated. This dude hits hard as hell. So if you're thinking you are going to be able to run double DPS like Tifa and Yuffie, maybe for like stages 1 and 2, but when it comes to higher stages, that's not going to happen. You absolutely need a healer for this guild battle, based on what I'm seeing. So yeah, Guild Battle 9. I'll probably have another video on this to kind of go more in depth with my setups and whatnot. High difficulty Rufus is here, so Crash Battle for Rufus is here. You'll get more rewards and whatnot. Probably going to be really hard. I assume Vincent's probably going to be able to cheese it. We'll see. And what else? There's a new step up draw. You get a free 10 pull if you're not a paid player, so go ahead and do that. And then Angeal limit break draw, just went through that. And then there's Odin, the Odin half anniversary event. Just got a new update. Added a new weapon for Matt, the Hrati. As a P attack, R ability, plus 46. Not sure what the other one is. It does reduces earth resist. Pretty neat as a free event weapon. And yeah, there you go. I guess there was probably a new story. Let's see if there was a new story added to the event. A new story and battles have been added. Cool. That's good. So yeah, new stories. Yeah, I was waiting for new stories. It's been a while. So the horns, you can redeem it now from the Matt weapon. I'm going to just go ahead and get this to OB6 now. I've been saving these horns forever. Let's get... Yeah, there you go. And they added more of these memories now for attacker, tank, support, healer, gotcha tickets, branding materials, all that other stuff. And then you go to the gold, you can get mithril ingots, synth catalyst, mithril ore, matte weapon parts, and then there's all this other stuff is just farmable. All right, so that kind of covers it for this new update, this new banner. What do y'all think, Angeal? Are y'all going to pull on this? Or are y'all going to circle back and pull on a different banner for this 1.5 year anniversary? Or are y'all just not pleased and just going to sit tight and wait for other banners? let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if y'all enjoy my Ever Crisis content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.